we're... Whoa, is the mic okay? Yeah, I think it's okay. Alright, hey guys, what's going on? We're back on the live stream. We're not playing Stellar Blade. Am I ever gonna get over this shit? Like, damn. Yeah, I still need to finish my current run, because they just updated the game again, like, somehow. Oh, man. I need to figure out how to make more time, because I just don't have time for stuff. Yeah, hopefully everyone's doing okay. Documents is here. What's going on, Documents? Rek is here. Hello, Rek. Rek, have you drawn anything in the past while? Yeah, you're supposed to be like my art guy, but yeah, you never really post anything, man. Oh man, I'm pretty wiped. I didn't even do all that much today. I was kind of running a lot of errands around in the heat. That's kind of lame. Yeah, you guys saw on the Discord I posted about like my health update. Health's doing a lot better, which, you know, that's really cool. I've been taking a small break from my diet, but I think that's probably a really bad idea. I just feel fat, like I'm fat and happy and miserable at the same time. Yeah, so it's really apparent now that all of my hand injuries and stuff, like, that's gotta be some type of like autoimmune inflammation, or just like some type of like inflammation responding to the blood sugar. Yeah, because my hand was like wrecked like all week, and all I did was like mop the house. I've like this mop has always like been really tough on my hands, because this is gonna sound very stupid, but I get the same types of injuries from steering my car when it doesn't have like the steering wheel pad like on it, because I have like these big old gorilla hands, so I can't grip small things for very long periods of time. It sounds like I'm making a masturbation joke or something, but I don't get hand injuries from jerking off. But yeah, my mop is just some flimsy ass mop that I got from Kroger like, or something, and so the handle's too thin. Yeah, so the handle's too thin, and yeah, so when I mop the house, like, yeah, my hands are just freaking aching, like, afterwards. That's pretty strange. So yeah, I've been needing to buy a new mop. Yeah, like I can get one of those like industrial fucking mops from like Home Depot or something. Like, they have pretty big handles, but yeah, they don't really self wheeze. What's the word for ring? They don't self ring. Yeah, like yeah, I'm gonna have to buy like one of those janitor bucket things with my mop. I'm like, I don't know, I got space for that shit. Like, yeah, how am I talking for 5 minutes about mopping? Rek says that's the neat part, Zero. He hasn't. So, yeah, Rek hasn't drawn anything, I think, at least all year, maybe longer than that. Daniel's here. He says, "Sup, my fellow artists," with a hard R. Does that still count when the R's in the middle of the word, Daniel? Daniel also gives 5 gift memberships to 5 people that I've never heard of before. Are these people actually watching the stream? Because yes, it says the viewer count's only 4 people, but like 5 people got gift memberships. So does this actually give memberships to people that aren't watching right now? That's interesting. Anyway, yeah, thank you, Daniel. I think those might be like $2 a pop or something. So yeah, I really appreciate it, man. Rex says he's dreading upgrading to Windows 11 this weekend. Yeah, my computer can't even run Windows 11, so I'm just stuck with 10. That's cool for me. Yeah, like, I think we use Windows 11 at work, and it's not so horrible. Like, yeah, the problem with Windows, it's just like, it's so old, and they just keep stapling on new things instead of just making it more efficient. Or something. They're clearly out of ideas, but they keep trying to do new shit to make you pay more money, all that type of stuff. I've been meaning to forever to buy, you know, Microsoft Word so I can write, but I think they've integrated all this AI shit into it, and I'm like, I really, really do not want that in my writing software. So I don't know what to do now. Like, I guess I'll have to find a word processor that doesn't do that shit, but does that even exist anymore? I don't know. Oh yeah, for the new members, with a channel membership, you should be able to use the new emotes, or the custom emotes on, yeah, on the live streams. So yeah, like Rec just listed all of them there. Yeah, so try a few. Yeah, why don't we oh, that's wrong control. Yeah, try sending a concernalos. There, that'll show them. Yeah. Okay. Daniel says the memberships part went to previous viewers. Yeah, maybe. Collapse in Notepad. Yeah, I actually use a shit ton of Notepad at work. Yeah, it's got a really neat, like, in-memory, like, thing where, you know, you just paste shit and then not save, and it's just there forever. Okay, what's the game plan for today? Yeah, let's talk about Inktober. Yeah, I try to do this every year, especially now that I can stream. Yeah, it's always been pretty fun. Let's see. So I was gonna pull up the prompts here. I'm like, wait, what? There's people are boycotting Inktober this year? What's going on? Oh yeah, Google just AIs everything now without us even asking. So what the fuck is that about? Let's see. People are boycotting Inktober due to controversy with its founder, Dick Parker. Allegations of plagiarism against an artist, Alfonso Dunn. Who's Alfonso Dunn? Trademarking of the name Inktober led to confusion, legal actions against artists selling their work. Jesus Christ, dude. Okay, let's figure out who's Alfonso Dunn. Never heard of this guy. Okay, he's good at hatching. Cool. Very good at hatching. Guess he's all pencils? I respect that. Ooh, frog. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, he's one of our guys. Nice. A good goldfish. Okay. Well, Alfonso, I hope you kick that guy's ass. Alright, well, I don't have time for these politics, so I guess, yeah, let's just pull up the prompts. Rex says gross. He uses OpenOffice and Google Docs to replace Word. Yeah, I'm not terribly sure why I'm so attached to Word, because honestly the formatting in there is a big pain in the ass. Maybe it's because most of my original writing was in Microsoft Word. And I would have been cool with writing in Google Docs, but, you know, clearly Google Docs is just attached to, you know, the Google behemoth and all the horrible, evil surveillance shit that they do. So, here's the problem. Like, a lot of my writing can get, like, really risque, and I don't know if I want Google reading this shit. Like, oh my god. It's like, they're gonna be reading that, and I'm like, is this guy, like, writing a memoir or something? Or is this a story? Like, and I don't know if Google's AI can tell the difference. So that might be a problem. Yeah, they might think I'm up to shit, but no, I'm just writing a story, bro. I've actually got in trouble, like, with that before. Yeah, like, it was back in university when I was a teaching assistant. And, yeah, I was a teaching assistant for a science class. And, you know, I'm writing a Gundam book. So I'm trying to figure out, like, different types of technology that use different kinds of physics for, you know, the weapons and stuff. Because obviously that's just a really normal thing to do for, I don't know, a young man. Like, he likes to write science fiction, so obviously I'm gonna try to figure out some science fiction weapons. But I happened to ask the professors I worked for about, like, military applications for this type of physics that I was learning about in my classes. And they gave me this weird-ass look, like I was, like, some type of school shooter or something. I'm like, bro, it's just for a story. Like, I don't, like, and it's just magnets. Would you relax? Like, it's, like, oh my god. Yeah, normies are fucking annoying, bro. Like, I'm not trying to do anything. I'm just trying to write a book. Yeah, just relax. Yeah, so, you know, if the normies are that bad, like, how bad is Google gonna get when I'm trying to do that shit? Like, come on. Okay, where are these prompts? They already... Oh, they're trying to sell shit, like... No, where are the prompts? Fuck me. What? What's Inktober 52? One drawing a week, all year long. No. This one. This one? Prompts. Yeah. Oh, you have to hashtag it. No. Okay, let's do this one. It's got a black background. Black. Oh, Heavy's here. What's going on, Heavy? You know, thank you for those GBO2 updates. Yeah, I really want to spin for that new support suit. I'm fucking pissed, dude. I'm trying to save my tokens, and they keep releasing these really cool looking support suits. I'm really glad I didn't spin for that last 750 one, because, you know, it looked cool. Just nobody talked about it for some reason, so that's fine. Like, I've run into a few, like, in my 750 matches, but yeah, like, I don't think I've ever seen one shoot at me yet, so yeah, I don't know, like, are those any good? Yeah, the new one, the G Cannon, what the fuck did they call it? Oh, I forgot its name. I wanted to call it the G Cannon Barbados, that'd be cool. What was its name? Magna, okay. I'm gonna call it the Barbados. Daniel still writes on paper? Dude, my handwriting is complete dog shit now. Like, my signature, like, I can't even get a consistent signature anymore. Rex says, I mean, sure you seem worse than with other writers. Dude, I've read some fucked up shit, like, on fanfiction.net. Let me say, women are out of their goddamn minds, the shit that they write. Like, holy fuck. Yeah, like goddamn, like, they, yeah, they go some places, like, with their writing. Like, Jesus. Yeah, I think part of the reason I was, like, really depressed when I was young is I think one of those stories I read might have done, like, an inception on me. Like, I was all fucked up and, like, in the core of my being because of that writing, so that's cool. Rex says, somebody stop him, he's using magnets. Yeah, in case you guys were wondering, the technology I was trying to, like, you know, talk about with my professors, it's this magnetism. Yeah, so it's this physical property where basically when something's diamagnetic, it always gets repelled instead of attracted, like, to a magnet. And diamagnetism, you can make things do all types of shit. Like, basically, if something's not, you know, quote unquote regular magnetic, it's default diamagnetic. So things that normally aren't attracted to magnets, like, if you put it in a big enough magnetic field, it'll start to repel. And that's also true of water. Like, water is diamagnetic. So you can basically anything that's diamagnetic, you can make it levitate. Isn't that neat? Yeah, so here's this is probably a superconductor that's floating or something. Yeah, this is a superconductor. Wait, no, is this No, this should be a diamagnet. Okay, so I was thinking, oh no, Rhea's here. Hey Rhea. Yeah, the reason why I said oh no is because Rhea has like 4 or 5 PhDs, so whatever I talk about right now, there's a high probability that Rhea is going to be like, yeah, you're fucking wrong, Zero, you explained that incorrectly. Anyway, what I was talking about was, yeah, so I was in my electricity and magnetism course in university. I had to take that like 4 fucking times because I failed it so often. But yeah, we're learning about diamagnetism, and I was like, hey, diamagnets always repel, so what are some military applications of that? I was thinking, for my Gundam sci-fi story, like whatever. So I was thinking, okay, so they always repel. What if we, and kind of like the strength of the repulsion is proportional to the strength of the magnetic field. So in theory, you could get a larger repulsive force if you apply a larger magnetic field to it. So I was thinking, hey, could you use this to replace gunpowder? So basically in a gun, oh yeah, this is where it's gonna start getting scary. Okay, gun chamber. Yeah, this one diagram should do. This diagram? Yeah. Okay, so on a gun's chamber, like the way it accelerates a bullet is it uses, is it black powder now? Gunpowder. Gunpowder is different than black powder, right? Anyway, yeah, you have your accelerant. Like, it blows up. Basically, it's a controlled explosion. And inside a chamber, there's only space for the explosion to travel in one direction, like, which is down the barrel. So this explosion, it applies a force to the bullet, accelerates the bullet. Should that have that lip right there? I don't think it should. Anyway, yeah, this controlled explosion here accelerates your bullet. And I was thinking, hey, what if we replace the gunpowder with, like, a diamagnetic powder? Like, just every single grain is a diamagnetic particle, and instead of having to light it on fire or anything like that, you just use an electromagnet, pop a really intense magnetic field, like all through the powder, and since diamagnets always repel, it creates kind of it kind of simulates an explosion. All the particles fly in different directions because they're all repelling each other because all the particles are diamagnets. So that way, you can actually make an accelerant that you can actually change the strength of it, like depending on the magnetic field strength you apply to it. So voila, you have a gun, but you can control how fast a bullet comes out every single time. So that might be neat. Yeah, so that's what I was thinking when I was learning about this physical phenomenon. The problem is with diamagnetism, I'm not really good at math, even though I'm a physics major. So I'm like, hey, like, would it actually be effective? Because the reason why we use gunpowder is because, it's a lot of energy release for, like, kind of not a lot of cost or effort. But for a diamagnetic powder, like, that'd probably be insanely expensive, and then I don't even know if it would be as effective as gunpowder. So yeah, so I was talking to my professors, like, hey, if we made something like this, how would we math it out? And they just looked at me like I was the school shooter. I'm like, bro, I'm just thinking about it, okay? Like, yeah, and it was like, I don't know, I felt really bad about it. Like, I'm not trying to hurt anybody. Like, and then, you know, how much good science have people done, like because of science fiction, you know? Like, they wanted to figure it out. Or think of all the science that's been inspired by science fiction. Yeah, that's actually why I went to do my physics degree. Because, you know, when I was younger, like in middle school and high school, I read a bunch about Minovsky physics from Gundam, and I'm like, this shit is really fucking cool. I'm gonna go learn about the real shit. Yeah, so I went to university and decided to study physics so I could, you know, figure that shit out. But yeah, it turns out I'm not good at math. So yeah, that didn't work. Yeah, I decided to get a teaching certification instead, and I fucked that up too. So yeah, all right, yeah. Is this an art stream or just like yeah a diary of like all of Zero's failures? Okay, Salty's here. What did Salty say? Salty says he got hit with 6 separate Harbor Freight ads trying to get in here. That's a lot of ads. They really want to sell you some tools. Yeah, I have a handful of things from Harbor Freight. I bought them back in college when I was really fucking poor. I got a belt grinder from there. A belt grinder is one of the fucking most amazing tools you could have if you do woodworking. So yeah, I need to get back to using that thing. Okay, well, there's diamagnetism for you. Alright, Inktober. Fuck me. Damn. I don't know, chat. Honestly, these aren't terribly inspiring, I gotta be honest. Yeah, man, I don't know if I like these. Here. Do they still make those Monster Hunter Inktober's? Find out. Yeah, Salty says he has tools. He doesn't trust anything from Harbor Freight at all. Yeah, though that's honestly, it's super low quality Chinese horseshit. Yeah, one of the reviews I read was like a frog. The review was for an anvil from Harbor Freight. Apparently, they made it out of like nickel and aluminum or something, and it just freaking fell apart. Like bro, it's an anvil. It's supposed to be tough, but yeah, it just fell apart. Oh, okay. So Rhea says he says hello Zero. Wanted to chat and just remembered you were on stream today. Yeah. Mondays and Thursdays. Rhea says honest question: do you think FF Final Fantasy will get new games, or is it in the side game or remastered collection nostalgia hell? I don't know, bro. It's been like 5 fucking years and they haven't done anything new aside from 16. Which, it feels like they put a lot of work into 16, but nobody even really talked about it, which was kind of sad. I still haven't gotten around to playing it yet, but yeah, it might be my cup of tea. I just, I always feel weird about Final Fantasy, because it's like, feels like they're trying too hard. And I'm one of those guys, like, I try to root for the underdog, you know, and Square Enix doesn't really feel like the underdog anymore. They're just throwing millions and billions of dollars at shit, like, trying to make it cool. Like, they're trying so hard to make it cool that it's not cool anymore, you know? So, I don't know, like, it just loops back around to being cringy to me. But yeah, of all the games that have come out recently, I do wanna try 16. The other one's not so much. I'm actually a really big fan of Valkyrie Profile, also. Mostly because Lynette's really cute. But yeah, they did like a new Valkyrie Profile where the Valkyries were black. I'm like, that's weird. Can black people get into Valhalla? It's for warriors, right? It doesn't specify you gotta be a Viking or anything like that. But yeah, I really like Valkyrie Profile. The music's fantastic. Yeah, look at her. She's gorgeous. Yeah, she's amazing. Yeah, I just really wish this wasn't a PSP game. Yeah, I was in the middle of my my playthrough of Valkyrie Profile 2 on the PS2 when my fucking PS2 died, and I lost my save file, and I just never emotionally recovered from that. Yeah, yeah, that was fucked up. Ray says, don't worry, wanted to be in engineering, but his parents didn't want that. Well, it's not his forte. Okay. What were your PhDs in, anyway? I guess I never really asked you. Oh boy, now that I think of it, if you happen to be right in the mark, you might be a genius, but the government might want to take your creativity for warfare. You'll be the new Otacon. I mean, I don't mind too much about the military profiting off of my ideas, but you fucking pay me first, you know? Stop taxing me, you fucking assholes. What are you using all those taxes for? Heavy says for the first prompt you can draw the tourney for the mustache. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, so we draw a tourney. I haven't asked yet. I don't know if I really like it. I honestly really dislike the tourney. Like, this design sucks. It's fucking weird. Yeah, I think there are some tourney redesigns that I actually really like, but yeah, I remember this one. I showed it to Salty before. It looked like it was drawn by Mamoru Nagano. Not this one. Yeah, the tourney surprisingly also has cockpits. That's funny. Yeah, this one looks like an Okawara design. It really does. This one's not bad at all. Where's my Mamoru Nagano one? Son of a bitch. This thing really reminds me of some shit from Advance of Zeta. Where the hell is it? This guy, yeah. Damn, I can barely see shit on this. Yeah. I don't know. I wanted to draw this, but it's kind of... It doesn't really have a lot going on that mustache. Oh yeah, this one. I forgot who drew this one. Fuck. The art style might be... It might be Windfall. But I'm not sure. Salty says he wants a Zaku 1 created out of the same stuff as the old school anvils. That would be like pretty tough. Also really fucking heavy. Ray says, funny enough, the real questions came because he was reading 1991 Famitsu and Shonen Jump interviews with Sakaguchi. Apparently, he was kind of right that 16 was his vision for the series and wanted to be action-based from the very beginning, so we all got a giant misunderstanding. This explains why he moved into the niche non-gacha mobile gaming now. Yeah, I feel like all the creativity's kind of left Square Enix. And you could always tell, like, their passion was the cinematics and stuff like that. So, yeah, maybe they should have leaned harder into doing the movies and stuff, but, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this might be the most detail I could see. And Daniel says he's got a Valkyrie profile on the Gen 1 PSP. Yeah, I had it on PSP also. I can't remember what version of PSP I had. It might have been a 1.5. Like, it definitely wasn't the original. Yeah, but it wasn't a 2. Yeah, it was part of a PSP 1.5. Ray says, our vision of what he wanted for Final Fantasy and what we expected to be is completely different in context. Accuse them of falling into the action game trend. I don't think they did that. Like, I think it was always their intention. And, you know, the action game trend is Souls, and, you know, 16 is definitely not that. Well, Heavy says he added a Monster Hunter Inktober in the art channel. Okay, let me go snag that. I might need to put up the Riel sensor real quick, or I have 2B on this one. Yeah, because I forgot which page I left off on the Discord. There's some shit going on in there. Yeah, I've been kind of slowing down on my not safe for work posts. Yeah, there's still a lot of really good ones. I just haven't been spending a lot of time on it. Okay, thank you, Heavy. Alright, let's see what we got here. Close Discord again. And whenever I leave this up, you guys immediately start trolling me. Yeah, don't do that. I will beat you up. Okay, Monster Hunter Inktober. Ooh, Vigor Boss. I've already drawn one before. Okay, Vigor Boss, Steve, Daniel Hermitor, the Yo-Yo, Elder Frost Gameth. Does that even look any different than a regular Gameth? The Gogmazios, Metsukabra, Gore, Heroes. Honestly, this sounds a lot more fun than the regular Inktober. Yeah, maybe we'll do this. Well, hey guys, welcome to the stream. There's a weird amount of people here. Ray continues, so not only was it a financial death, but also a conflict for Katase, Yoshida, Sakaguchi, and everyone working on it, so now it's do what the fans want or do what you want. Ray says, so I think they possibly are no longer in the intentions of making new titles, and Square just wants money, hence the nostalgia hell. Yeah, I get that sense from the entire Japanese video gaming industry. They've given up on creativity. They just want the money now. Which, that sucks. That really, really sucks. I really need games from people who care about what they're doing and care about the player experience, but it just feels like everyone's just phoning it in now. Which, that's... yeah, you can kind of feel the hollowness of it. So, yeah, I know everyone loves their video games. Like, you know, I'm one to talk, because, you know, this whole community is built around the video games I play. But, yeah, this whole thing, it might be going away, you know? Like, it might die a really sad death. It's gonna get more hollow. It's gonna get worse to a point where, yeah, maybe we shouldn't support this anymore, so... you guys need to think about what you're gonna do when all that's over. I got plenty to do. Like, I'm gonna keep writing and drawing. Hopefully I'll have a couple of kids by then. Still haven't met anybody, but yeah, I got my house to take care of, got my fish to feed, all types of stuff. So I got plenty to do, but you guys need to figure out, if you don't have video games, what are you gonna do? So yeah, that might be coming up real quick, so you better think about it. Salty says, even though the Turn-A is canonically the strongest Gundam in all universes. Was there a second post you put up that I can't see right now? Yeah, YouTube's always up to their hiding bullshit. Ray says, sadly, it's what most quote-unquote Final Fantasy fans, even everyone you talk to, call it. Turn-based, despite action game, was what split Final Fantasy from Dragon Quest. Issue the historical facts versus what Westerners believe. I don't know, like, I'm not even the primary consumer of Square Enix games, so yeah, you better ask them, like, what do they want? Yeah, I just want really cute waifus and high quality art and stuff. Yeah, like outside of that, I don't really care what Square Enix does. I guess they technically hold the rights to Nier Automata, and do they? Yeah, they also hold it for Nier in general. I don't know if they acquired the Drakengard rights from Kavia, like, or not. Oh, look at this art. It's so fucking pretty. God. Sorry, I fucking love this lady. Like, she's so pretty. Okay, yeah, yeah, I don't really know what I want out of the video game industry anymore, because my favorite developer was Platinum Games, and they fucking died a horrible death. So, and Capcom, like, you know, I play a shit ton of Capcom games, but yeah, they're kind of feeling the same as Square Enix now. Yeah, let's just, like, we're just gonna hire interns and make all these dumb decisions, and yeah, I don't know, like, I'm not really having a lot of fun with it lately. Ellis Knights is here. What's going on, sir? I think that's why there might be more mainline new titles despite this best opportunity for one. His friends forced him to play Blue Protocol today. I gotta say, he can't believe Chinese gaming is thriving. Like, all they do is copy from successful games and has zero creativity and has monetization. Monetization is first priority. The fact that people praise this copycat so hard, it's already why he thinks creativity is down the drain. Rhea explains Blue Protocol in a nutshell was take a ton of good Japanese games and copy their homework without understanding what made any of his games good and make it Genshin Impact coded. So in a nutshell, like, all these Chinese companies are copying a copy of a copy. Yeah, Rhea, I mean, you're pretty sharp, so I think you must have noticed this by now, but that's just how the Chinese do. Like, their whole economic philosophy is we don't have to invent anything or be creative or any of that shit. Like, we just have to figure out, like, what is already successful, and we're gonna steal the shit out of that, and we're gonna make it for cheaper. So, because of that, they can outcompete everybody else. Which is, you know, it works in the short term. Which, you know, maybe the short term is all that really ever counts, but yeah, that works in the short term. But yeah, eventually what you end up with is a bunch of cheap crap that nobody wants, and you overproduce it. So once we wait a little while, the Chinese video game industry is going to end up the same way, where they just have a bunch of cheap shit that's just sitting on their shelves and nobody wants to buy it. And they spent all this time and money making it. So yeah, like, it's gonna turn that way probably pretty quick. But yeah, like, I guess it's just working for now, because I mean, obviously the Japanese have given up, they're not making anything new. The Americans are how do I explain the Western gaming industry? They are currently recovering from being woke. Not that they're not woke anymore, but they've kind of realized that this is not financially viable. And yeah, they've been hurting really fucking bad from that shit. But the problem is, they still haven't fired all of their woke employees. Because, yeah, that's, like, pretty much all the creative people are that way. Yeah, I gotta be honest, like, I think I might be the only conservative I know who's an artist. Or who can do art. I don't really call myself an artist, but yeah, it's getting fucking weird. Like, are there no conservative artists? Like, what's going on here? Why am I all by myself here? Yeah, speaking of all the wokies and stuff, like, yeah, I recently started following this artist on DeviantArt, Psycho-san. He does a lot of really cool animations. Like, holy crap, his stuff is awesome. And Like, he's actually offering a course, so I was thinking I should sign up for his course. That might be cool. Yeah, that might be fun. Like, yeah, his style is fantastic. I love the way he colors. And I'm really shit at coloring, so I should probably learn from him. But obviously he's woke because he made this. And I'm not criticizing him. Like, he can think what he thinks. And obviously he's much better at everything than I am. But yeah, you don't make a piece like this without being like that. But yeah, I'm not on the side of people saying yeah, you should put people in cages for not getting the vaccine. So yeah, I know it. Jesus. Anyway, yeah, politics are complicated. I don't really want to talk about it right now, but yeah, a lot of artists tend to go one way. So yeah, I'll see if I can take his class. But yeah, hopefully it won't be lecturing us about that shit. Okay, let's see. Yeah, maybe I'll draw attorney. I have not made any fucking progress on my Epion. I want to finish this before I leave for Japan. But yeah, I got no fucking time. God, yeah. Watch me, I'm gonna die on my trip, and then this will be just not done, like, forever. Okay. I haven't done my warm-ups yet. I am an awful human being. Hold on, I minimized all my YouTube controls. I need to pull that back up so I can see what you guys are complaining about. Alice Knight says he wants more Armored Core in Ace Combat. Yeah, I do also. I mean, yeah, I really wanted Armored Core 6 to be good, but it's not an Armored Core game anymore. Like, it's literally Elden Ring wearing Armored Core's skin. Like, it's literally made in the Elden Ring engine. Rhea says, it was a Frankenstein monster. Imagine a game that plays like PSO2. Starts like Roxas' story in Kingdom Hearts. I fucking hate Roxas. Twilight Town, and it's told like Monster Hunter stories One Direction. I mean, I guess you can make that work. Yeah, from what I saw of Blue Protocol, wasn't that the game that was developed by Amazon? Or am I thinking of something else? But yeah, it just looked like Genshin, but not sexy. I'm like, what? Why would someone play Genshin that's not sexy? But I guess there's an unholy shit ton of losers on X and Blue Sky. They're like, oh, like, I can't, like, why are all the games Gooner games and stuff like that? And yeah, it's like some people just aren't comfortable with sexuality, I guess. Like a bunch of 10-year-olds or something, so yeah, you need video games for 10-year-olds, I suppose. So yeah, go play Blue Protocol. Salty says, what's funny, China doesn't have the logistical means to mimic our Mark 42 automatic grenade launcher, so they made a grenade sniper that breaks the shoulder of the user. They should have just had it like vehicle mounted or something. Why do you want a shoulder or something like that? That's not a good idea. Goldpal's here. He says, don't tell Zero he's hiding to not do Inktober. Yeah, I noticed Goldpal. Like, Goldpal's been like all hiding and sneaking around and shit. Okay, I need to do my warm-ups. Okay. Wow. Yeah, I know how fucking long it took to get my settings right again. Like, a bunch of restarting and it reinstalls and fuck me. Yeah, I didn't even realize, like, yeah, drawing digital doesn't fucking work if you don't have pressure. That was such a pain in the ass. Yeah, I did a whole ass art stream with no pressure control. Yeah, that's probably a faster way I could do that, but I'm not very fast. Ray says, the original game was made by Bandai to compete with PSO2, New Genesis. The fact that NGS is so bad that this game did even worse in Bandai's hands is even more baffling. And now they sold the game to Tencent and turned it into this Genshin clone. But in reality, after playing it, it's nothing more than a Genshin Impact clone with all the bot assets of the first game. I mean, yeah, sometimes clones are successful. So I don't know. Like, it just started. I'm gonna. No, I'm not gonna play it. I'm just gonna let them cook and see if it goes anywhere. Yeah, it's not like I've played any Hoyo games either. Although, like, I'm always looking at Hoyo memes. Like, that's the thing I enjoy about Hoyoverse is they have really strong meme game. Yeah, and I guess their characters are pretty cute. So, although there's clearly a formula to their character design, and I'm getting a little tired of it. We can look up one real quick because we can talk about it. Okay, is there? This way, look at this one. This is a really small image. Yeah, where's the most generic-ass Hoyo character I can find? I guess we do them. Oh, I really like her. She's really pretty. I don't know shit about her. Like, God, I can't remember her name. Navia, yeah. She's cool. Anyway, these characters. Oh, she's on this picture also. Okay, so from what I've seen, I'm not a professional at this at all. Like, in fact, I kind of fucking suck at it. But, yeah, the female characters almost always have long hair. I guess that makes the animations nice. A lot of hair ornaments. Very few. Like, they're always very youthful characters. Like almost all the women have very large youthful eyes. Like, very few. Like, older females, no narrow eyes, really. There's always a lot of white on the color palette. And then always a lot of very high contrast colors. Like something, like you have the white on there, to contrast with the dark colors, obviously. And then a lot of layered flowing garments, especially around the skirt. This is a bit of a skirt cape design. Yeah, there's that going on. Almost always shoulders exposed, because shoulders are really nice to look at. Obviously, we're not looking at any of the female characters from behind, but they almost always have open back. Because, well, it's a video game. You're going to be looking at the character's back all the time, so yeah, exposed backs. What else do they have going on? Yeah, you don't see it here, but in most of their character designs, they have asymmetrical leggings, which I guess, I don't really know the reason for this, because it's like, when you're looking at... Oh no, is my connection bad? That's weird. Yeah, it's just a fucking Thursday. What's going on here? Yeah. Yeah, maybe Hoyo figured out that I'm talking shit about them, so they're like, yeah, attack this guy's stream, fuck him. Yeah, so... Yeah, you have asymmetrical legging designs, because I guess it's a really easy place to put asymmetry, that it doesn't really throw off the balance, like, for some reason. But yeah, I don't have a good explanation for that. But yeah, I just noticed that it's common for Hoyoverse games. The only good Hoyo game is Honkai Impact 3rd. Really, because that's the one almost nobody has played. Including me. Heavy says, they did say that they tried to make the characters look good from the back, especially since you'll be seeing that side of them while playing. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Ray says, yeah, the contrast started from the late 2010s era. Even Monster Hunter got hit by it in the 4th gen. It's a lot of stimuli and attention. Yeah, Yeah, that's been happening, like, really commonly in... I don't see it here. Let's use her. Alright, chat. I can't remember anybody else her. I like her. She's well, she's cute, goth GF, so that's fine. But yeah, there's been this really huge trend of two-toned hair like lately. And I understand that it's really eye-catching, but I don't like it. Like, cause maybe it's just me and my conservative sensibilities, but yeah, it's just really unnatural. You know, like it's incredibly artificial. Like, this doesn't really happen in real life. Like, it's just 100% artificial. Like, you don't really have this like in real life. But yeah, like, it's the high contrast is really eye-catching. So yeah, this is incredibly common in character designs now, especially in VTubing. But yeah, that's just something I noticed. Shiori, yeah. Ray says, asymmetry is Hoyo's trademarks in Genshin. Heavy says, they do love their asymmetry. There's a character in Zenless that's OCD about being... who's Alice? Alright, let's see. Does her symmetry work out? He offends her? Ooh, that's cool. Yeah, I was actually pretty happy about Zenless, because like, instead of like just the pure fantasy setting, they went more modern, so they could do more interesting stuff. So yeah, I'm glad they could do more like with their Zenless stuff. Yep, a lot of symmetry. Although obviously the pose isn't symmetric, so if you have a symmetric character design, you make the pose asymmetrical to, you know, just give it a bit of flavor. She has like cat ears, but they're pointed inwards? What is going on there? Yeah, and then her baton? It's like a collapsible baton, but it's in the shape of a rapier. Yeah, the guard on it is obviously obviously asymmetrical. What's she gonna do about that? Yeah, it's a little busy. Yeah, it seems nice. Yeah, I honestly I really don't like really busy character designs, because yeah, I like really busy mecha and really simpler character designs. Like, I guess because, you know, characters, like, they should be in motion, so they're gonna be just really hard to animate if they got a lot of busy shit going on. That's why I really don't like doing Monster Hunter fan art of the characters, because Monster Hunter armor is incredibly fucking busy, like, for like no reason. It is a fucking pain to draw. Hey, Daniel says he's gonna dip. Mecha Rashi is launching a content expansion today. Yeah, Daniel, thanks for dropping by. Thank you for the gift memberships. So yeah, go enjoy your game. Ray says, first off is drawing hell. Getting consistent is tough, and viewers will criticize it the most. Ray says, I mean, you have noticed the VTuber overdesign that's gone hand in hand since Genshin released in 2020. Yeah, I mean, you guys have hung out with me all these years. Like, I am incredibly suspicious of VTubers. Like, personally, I don't find them entertaining. Uh, obviously the designs are cute, but like they're just regular people, you know. Like honestly, most of them just aren't all that smart or interesting to listen to. Like, what do they got going on? I don't know. Like, but yeah, obviously whatever the hell they're doing is working really well for them. Like, I saw the other day, like, there was, so I just finished my live stream of Zone of the Enders 2. I got like 80 views like per stream, which is teeny tiny. And then there was some VTuber who also streamed the same game like a year ago, and she had like 180,000 views like on her stream. And I don't even think she even likes mech games, but yeah, VTubers, they just got all the attention. So yeah, there we go. Whatever they're doing is working. So yeah, good for them. Yeah, the VTuber space, it's incredibly fucking competitive now, and there's just way too much drama. Like, they're just, yeah, they just seem to be awful people to me. They're just doing really horrible shit to each other. Not to mention the companies that hire them. Just, yeah, I don't want any part of that shit. Yeah, keep me away from it. Terrible. Okay, just want to draw a Turning Gundam. Rhea explains, Zenless is the Honkai Impact third spiritual successor. It's made by the only remaining OG Hoyle founder working on it. Okay. While all the others are just industry slop. Yeah. I mean, sometimes you need industry slop. Like, your company needs income to pay its employees. So, in some sense, like, you need a little bit of slop. Yeah, just to keep your company going. I mean, for a long time, that's what Monster Hunter was for Capcom. Like, Monster Hunter was the cash cow keeping Capcom alive while they were working on everything else, but eventually they got their lucky break with Monster Hunter World. So, yeah. Heavy says, from Zenless, Alice is kind of another daughter of Virgil gameplay-wise. She's a rabbit girl. Oh, really? Like, I guess there are some rabbits with shorter ears. Ray says, it's why he's not upset about people forgetting the roots of the devs, because they're now the Zenless devs. Ray says, his standard on VTubing is the same standard as any streamer. He does think the most successful ones are secretly geniuses, similar to PewDiePie and Jacksepticeye. But then the average VTuber is just the average streamer. Yeah, I definitely get that impression also. Like, yeah, a lot of the famous ones are incredibly hardworking people and very, very talented, which, yeah, I am. I'm not that type of animal. I just do this for fun in my free time. Gopal says, let's ask again, Zero. VTuber avatar when? As far as he's concerned, the golden age of VTuber has passed. Yeah, it's very commonplace and kind of blasé now here in the West, maybe in Japan also. I was hearing that VTubing is starting to blow up in other communities now. Like, there was like a first wave of Spanish-speaking VTubers just a little while ago, but that company fucking went up in flames. Like, holy shit. Yeah, do not work for Spanish-speaking VTuber agencies. They will get you killed. Yeah, that's really fucked up. Yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe that's one of the weaknesses of my channel. You guys can't see my face. Like, I am incredibly adamant about staying anonymous. I mean, I'm sure some of you have figured out who I am by now. Like, you know, some of our guys here like know my name because I've sent them money or this or that paperwork. But yeah, if you reveal my identity, I will stab you with a spoon. So yeah, don't do that. Yeah, part of the problem with VTubing is you need to put a webcam on yourself. And yeah, just even that is, there's a risk of failure. Like, what if I activate my OBS on the wrong mode and it like fucking shows me on cam? I'm sure that shit would happen. Yeah, and then I would have to design a character and just do all the animation and rigging and stuff. And yeah, I already don't have enough time to do the stuff I'm already good at. You know, like, God, I gotta learn how to rig like things also. I know Rec was interested in learning how to rig VTubers like a couple of years ago, but I guess he's probably given up on that by now. Salty, don't do that. Like, I have your address. I will literally go over there and hurt you. Reyes says, actually, Latin American VTubing existed even before the but it's mostly very powerful indies. He says, sure, Jake from State Farm. Yeah, sure. Like, I have a very strong aversion to appearing on screen to anything. Like, I don't even like pictures taken of myself. I would not be an actor in a commercial or anything like that. I don't care how much you pay me. Yeah, one of my worst fears is like being recognized in public. Like, look, can't stand that shit. Okay, you guys want to draw a turn A? Here. It's got one of the gayest looking mohawks I've ever seen in my life. Hold on. I need to do this on another layer. Maybe need to get it bigger. There we go, okay. That doesn't feel right. There we go. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Oh, there. Sorry, guys. I have like a weird headache right now because I just ate dinner. Like I'm off my diet and it's like hurting me like really badly. Alright, how do I spell mustache again? It's like one of those words where you never use it, so you don't know how to spell it because of that. Okay, mustache. Alright, I guess we'll have to post it on the Discord. Oh, I forgot about this other layer. He says he means VTubing is mostly popular as people having fake online personas like him. The difference with him is, from him was they want fame but don't want to be publicly known. There's nothing wrong with having a fake online persona after all. You want to protect your identity given people would take advantage of it. I knew this since 2001. In his case, he played a much harder role, be influential and powerful, but at the same time be an unknown person on society. This is much harder and riskier than the path of fame, but it pays off. Yeah. You guys know how I always joke about Daniel being my FBI agent? I'm pretty sure Rhea is also an FBI agent. Although, like, is it just because... Yeah, you can tell, like, just the way Rhea speaks and carries himself. He has a lot of influence and a lot of intellect behind him. Like, is that because he's got all this FBI training and connections, or is it just because he really is just that autistic? I'm not using autistic in a negative sense, but yeah, you know what I mean. Like, yeah, outside of Daniel, the other one I suspect is Rhea. Amy says, you should have given it the stick figure body with the butterfly wings. I could, but yeah, the butterfly wings are really gay. I don't want to draw that. I guess I can I make it funny? We can try it. Whatever. Try it. Hold on, I'm gonna do some really stupid... Photoshop magic. Actually, I could have just moved this, I think. Rex says, no, he hasn't even thought of modeling or rigging for VTubers anymore. He hears artists that don't even model the new body on deadline or don't even get the new model at all. Yeah, it's like the space is so competitive that, you know, if you fuck up in any way, people just... Ugh, it's too much. Yeah, a lot of drama about like people like abusing their artists or all types of horrible shit. What color is the moonlight butterfly? It's like purple and green or some shit like that, right? You see it here on the palette. Saturation. A little more blue. Okay. Yeah, that feels a little more complete. You guys wanna give it some beam sabers? Mine's not straight. There we go. There, now that's done. I'm sure you guys have noticed by now that these art streams are not serious at all. Like, obviously I can draw better than this, but for some reason I just can't really do serious art in front of my audience. So I'm very fucking sorry. I just can't do it. You know, it just has to be some type of disability or something. Yeah, I can do shit like this like all the damn day, like just as long as I'm not on stream. But yeah. Okay, let's see. What are we gonna draw next? Okay, the next prompt is weave, which sucks. I don't know if I want to do that. Okay. Kick says now do a turn X? Yeah, I can do a turn X. Okay, so the way you do a turn X is you do a regular X first, and then you do... Actually, there's a shortcut you can do. You hold down the R key, turn it. Like this. Okay, now that's a turn X. And then if you turn it again, it becomes a regular X again. Like, isn't that amazing? There you go, there's your turn X. And get out of here. Rex says, it's not even competitive. The artists just won't do the work and make excuses on why the work is not done. Like, these people pay you for a model, at least get it done or give them a refund. Well, Rick, that's the problem with hiring artists. Like, artists are creative people. Like, they don't tend to be people who, like, have a lot of productive output. Like, unless they're like a fucking genius, like, what's that guy's name? Pablo Picasso. Like, he did a shit ton of everything, but, yeah, so because artists are creative people, like, they... Yeah, like, they just have no structure in their lives. They don't get shit done on time. Why do you think they're an artist? Yeah, like, I'm kind of that way too, like, despite being a conservative. Like, I procrastinate. Like, I'm dumb. Like, I just don't get shit done fast. like, just... Yeah, that's just the territory that comes with hiring artists. Like, they're not structured, productive people. They're gonna be late, or they're gonna be unreliable. Like, why do you think people are turning to AI art now? It's because working for real artists fucking sucks. Yeah, artists are fucking... Yeah, they're creatives, so they're, like, lazy, and they're hard to work with, you know? I mean, the stuff they do is really important for the culture, but yeah, that's just how their personalities are. So, yeah, they better figure that part out, or else they're gonna get replaced. I mean, I'm under threat from the same shit. I mean, I remember... Must have been like 20 years, or... Yeah, 15 years ago? Yeah, actually, I got a commission request from one of my sister's friends. And I did one piece for him, but, like, he wanted a whole team of characters, and I just... never got around to it. That's one of the main reasons why I've never taken on commissions. And that's because, like, I can barely find time to work on the stuff that I like and the stuff that I want to work on. How am I ever going to find time to work on stuff that other people care about, that I don't care about? Like that. Like, I don't know if I can make myself do that shit, you know? Yeah, so I've drawn a Vespoid before. Yeah, this is... I forgot what I drew this for. This is for a thumbnail. Yeah, it was a thumbnail where, like, I had a bunch of clips from Monster Hunter World where I was just getting, like, just mauled by Vespoids and stuff. Like, it was awful. But yeah, I think I drew this for it. Or, no, wait, did I draw this for... It might have been for Freedom Unite. I can't remember anymore. This was so long ago. Yeah, I've drawn a Vespoid before. So yeah, instead of drawing another Vespoid, do you guys want to draw a Banabra? Let's try drawing a Banabra. The problem is spelling Banabra. Banabra. How the fuck? Ooh, this is a good reference image. Hey, this looks like Monster Hunter Stories. I'm so fucking jealous of the people that play Monster Hunter Stories. Like, just... the art direction is so fucking nice in that game. And I don't get to enjoy it because I fucking play the mainline games. I'm so pissed. Why is this not working? I am clicking on this, but it is not working. That's incredibly weird. Okay, that's really helpful. This is really fucking low res. Fuck me. This one bigger? Oh, it's the same size. What the fuck? What's with all this low res bullshit? Have y'all noticed that Google Lens have... it's just complete dog shit now? Like, holy crap, it's bad. What's funny, Ray, is you spelled Benabra incorrectly. Goldbell says the prompt said Vigor Wasp. I know, but I just, that's the reason why I pulled this up. I've already drawn a Vigor Wasp before. So I want to draw Benabra instead. What the hell is going on with the fucking Google Lens? Goldbell says there's no restriction saying you can't play both. I know, I'm just... I mean, I whine about it all the time, chat. Like, I have no time, so I can't really take on new games without just... Jesus Christ, what the fuck is going on with Google Lens? Fucking dog shit piece of crap, like... Jesus Christ. What is... is my internet just fucking crashing on me? Oh yeah, okay. Oh my god, this is gorgeous. I need to save this for later. Ooh. Sorry, chat. I just love beautiful character designs. Like, I really love that shit. Okay. Okay, let's draw Benabra. Maybe says you can give the Rigger Wasp a mustache. I could. Yeah, I'll have to think about it. Okay, let's draw Benabra. These are a lot more complicated than I thought. They have really teeny tiny eyes. Hold on, I need to move my reference image so you guys, I can see the chat still. Yeah. I just never picked up stories because it always felt like the target audience was really young. Like, it was like a little kids stuff. Which, you know, I'm not denigrating you guys for playing it. Like, you guys should play it because, you know, you enjoy it. So, yeah, go ahead. But it just wasn't for me. Like, I just prefer action games. I don't really like turn-based very much. It's not saying that I'm completely unwilling to play turn-based, because I will. Like, I really gotta finish my Xenosaga games, you know? And then, yeah, the art style in the first few games were really clean, but just really immature, like, I guess. So, yeah, I just wasn't really into it. So, yeah, it's very hard, almost impossible to get me to play a game if I don't like the art style. Because that's kind of one of the main draws of video games for me, is I gotta think it looks cool, you know? Also, the girls aren't really cute. So, yeah, so how are you gonna make me do that? Okay, Benabra. Okay. It's eyes like this, and he's got an angry little eyebrow. Cool. Interestingly, and as are like that. shit. You know what? This kind of reminds me of ox horns. Kind of funny. Wow, and he actually legit has 6 legs. That's kind of rare for a Monster Hunter monster to have like an accurate number of legs. Almost never happens. Okay. Yeah. On this diagram, I really can't tell what its body's supposed to look like because it's all covered by its legs. But I'm just gonna make a guess here. Okay, how many segments does it have on its butt? No, chat. I'm having a great time right now. Okay. I don't know why. I'm really enjoying this. Rex says, "Don't worry, Zero. We get to enjoy the Final Fantasy Omega collab in the mainline game while stories players have the time of their lives. Yay!" Yeah, I was just being tortured to death by that shit. I haven't even fought Savage yet. I gotta go do that. Yeah, maybe I'll just use the NPC like hunters because you know they can't cart. God, fuck. I don't know if I ever want to play a Final Fantasy collab thing ever again. Like, I just feel like I'm being tortured. Okay, really kind of regret doing these two-dimensional. Nope. Okay, they got some really long-ass legs. Why am I so good at drawing bugs? That don't make any sense. These guys don't know this about me. Like, I spend an inordinate amount of my childhood, like, just reading, like, encyclopedias and, like, these little, like, animal encyclopedias and bugs and spiders and just... And I looked at all the diagrams of all the different bug body parts and stuff like that, so... Yeah, maybe that's the source of my autism, just all these encyclopedias I had access to. So that's fun. How many fucking wings do these guys have? I feel like they should only have 4 wings, but they're flapping so fast it looks like they have 8. Okay. Normally I don't zoom out, I just make bigger canvas. This bigger canvas. Yeah, their wings are very pretty. They basically, their wings are like kind of halfway between butterfly and locust. Yeah, they have this kind of iridescence to them. Really, really nice. Yeah, and I don't have enough wrinkles in my brain to draw all the veins on this thing. You guys want to just Forgive this discourtesy. I don't know if I can do that. Like, okay, and then what's wrong with my service? Heavy says he can help with Savage if I want. Heavy, if that's only if you want to play, because I don't really get the sense that you want to. Like, you can. Like, maybe I'll do some runs this weekend, but I kind of want to just use my free time to work on the Epion, like, instead, because I don't know. I give Monster Hunter all this time, and it can't even give me like a good like talisman. Like, why am I even doing this shit? Like, nope. Okay, how do the veins on butterfly wings work? They're really cool, really gorgeous. I don't know how I have enough brain cells for this right now. Let me see if I can figure this out. I'm not doing a very good job with that. Okay. I'm always drawing for fun, right, Chad? Okay, so they kind of have like two spots right here. Those are not their eyes. I really want to put a line right here, but they actually don't have a split in their casing right there. Okay, you need more spikes in your legs. Wait, you need longer pads. Okay. Yeah. Ray says, he's not gonna lie, the Banabra's behavior is so mosquito core that the drawing captures its nuisance vibes. Yeah, these things are a bunch of motherfuckers. Oh, you know I forgot the most important feature. The stinger. I forgot the stinger. Yeah, this thing... I fucking hate these things, dude. Like, they literally have auto evasion. That's just so annoying to me. Like, fuck. I fucking hate these things so much. Okay, and I already forgot how to spell this thing's name. Okay, so let's just... Okay. One. No, it's... Benahabra. Oh, I don't write anymore. Here. Right, let's ship it and print it. Or, wait, we have to print first before we ship, right? Print and ship. Yay. Yeah, I don't know. Should I save this? Right, I guess I should save this. It's a pretty cool drawing. Alright, I might need to hide this because I don't know where my directory is going to show. like, oh, that's where all Zero's porn is. Ugh. Yeah, I gotta be honest with you, I've been spending an inordinate amount of time, like, just downloading porn, because, like, I get the sense that all that stuff's about to be outlawed. So, yeah, my collection, it's almost done. Like, the last time I brought it up, I just got above 2 terabytes, and then, I was looking for some stuff that was just really hard to get a hold of, so, like I tried using, torrents again, which torrents are, like, fucking ancient technology. I don't think even people really use them that much anymore, but, yeah, torrents are very annoying, like, to use. Like, they're very unreliable. But when you find something on there, yeah, you can get some incredibly huge file sizes. Like I think I basically got some lady's like entire library of work. Like, it's like 700 gigs of stuff just for like one person. I'm like, wow, I got the whole shit. So yeah, sometimes it really pays off, but other times it's just a huge pain in the dick. So yeah, so after I got that library, my collection's up to, it's like 2.75 terabytes now, which, that's a lot. I think if I, like, jerked off to one every day, like, I think that would last me the rest of my fucking lifetime. Like that is awful. That's so terrible. Okay, sorry, where am I gonna save this picture? Okay, let's make a new folder for Inktober. Okay. Alright, 2025 Inktober. Okay, 01. There we go. Alright, sorry about that. I had to hide all my shit. Gopal says, Savage is more viable with support hunters than randos. He's only got like a 5% win rate with randos. That's really low. Holy shit. Yeah, maybe I'll just do it with the support hunters. Yeah, God knows I was getting heavy killed like all the damn time, so I'm just gonna slow him down too. Okay, we clear our plate here. Whoa, okay, I have the wrong window selected. Yeah. Alright, let's catch up on the chat a little bit. Ray says, just like Luculius in Grand Blue Relink, insane fight equals ultra competent NPCs that are 10 times better than randos. Damn, those NPCs can even do the mechanics correctly, lol. Yeah, when we had Alessa on, I was really surprised that she was drawing enmity for us, so that was nice. Yeah, I think, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have Alessa, like, on my team when I roll with her. Ray says, wish he had trust on steroids for the ultimate fights in FF14 ever comes unpopulated, lol. Heavy says, yeah, Alessa actually tanks for you most of the time. They also lead the mustard bombs away from Omega. Wow, that's really cool. And if they don't die, if they die, they don't take your carts. Yeah, that was the main thing. Like, when we were playing last week, we just kept triple carting, you know? Like, our damage output was fine, but we just kept getting killed. So, yeah, I was thinking about doing a defense build just to survive, like, all of it. Yeah, we'll see. Gopal says, butterflies are covered in scales, their veins are rather hidden. Yeah, that's true. Heavy says, he's farmed what he needed from Savage already. He did make a good support build for the hunt, so he can keep the randos alive. Yeah, I mean, if you're already done, you don't have to help me. Ray says, the pinnacle of a hardcore team game becomes a healer main. Yeah, healers... kinda don't really exist in Monster Hunter as a class. Like it's just item based. Yeah, and Heavy just really doesn't like to use life powders. So yeah. Yeah, I've actually never used wide range, like in any of my builds ever, so like maybe I can try wide range. He says, unlike 14, Monster Hunter healer mains are usually people who don't ever feel threatened by bosses and instead treats the party as their kindergarten. Well, he says he still enjoys how he sort of borked the Hive Tyrant's AI in today's video. Yeah, what monster was it I was hunting? It might have been a Lagai Cruise or something. It was probably a Leviathan, but yeah, I did something. No, it wasn't laggy. It was the fat tuna. Yeah, I was farming fat tuna, and I did something to it where it was just running around in a tight circle for like a minute. Yeah, that was very weird. LS says, well, the porn got outlawed over there, so no more hub. Maybe it's just goon maxing. Yeah, man, I am not kidding. Like, they seem to be clenching down really hard on stuff, which... It's kind of all over the place. I can't really figure out what way it's going to go, because on one hand, they want all of our women on OnlyFans to, you know, destroy the family. And then they want all the men addicted to porn. But then they also want to outlaw the porn. But the people who outlaw the porn want the OnlyFans because they say it's empowering. So, which way are they trying to go? I think the balance they're trying to hit is they want all the women in OnlyFans so that there are no families, and then they want all the men paying for the OnlyFans so that they don't have any money. We can milk all the men for their money. But yeah, no other porn outside of that is allowed. Especially if it's hand-drawn, because if you hand-draw your porn, that means you can't destroy families. Okay, I think that's the balance they're trying to hit, which, you know, obviously that's incredibly evil. But yeah, like, I don't know, shit's about to go down. Like, I'm not happy about it. Gopal says on Savage, the people should be less afraid to take enmity for the main tank to recover. I mean, I understand that's how that mechanic works, but they should have just let you pop a nullberry for it or something. That's really fucked up. But yeah. Heavy says he doesn't mind joining me to help. Sure, playing with me will be more fun than the randos he was joining. The Nursilla is really annoying though. It does not like to stay still. You have about 90 seconds to kill it and survive the nuke. It's only 90 seconds? Holy shit, no wonder why we lost that DPS check once in a while. Like, all I did was like take 30 seconds to heal and switch my weapon, and then we failed the DPS check. That's how shitty that is. But at least now I recognize the tell for the Nursilla coming out. Yeah, so we should be okay. Reyes says, look at the bright side, it ends at Savage. In Ultimate, it takes 99% of your HP as a debuff, enough to die to a single bit of chip damage. Yeah, I remember you telling me that before, Rhea. Okay, what's our next prompt? Yeah, we've been on for like more than an hour, and I've only done like one drawing, like technically. Where's our prompts? Okay, Ernie. Here. We'll move this one over here. The Seregios. I clicked on the wrong thing. Sorry, chat. I'm really mentally disabled today. I gotta be honest, chat. I'm fucking sick of looking at this monster because this is the monster I was farming to try to get the RNG talismans, and it was just not fucking working. Like this thing, it was like I haven't gotten shit from us farming it for a week straight. My randos kept getting one shot. Oh my god, this thing it like spins around you like every 5 seconds. Like holy crap! Like it just does not stay still. Like he's looping behind you. You gotta switch your camera. Like it has that hook slash sweep. It does like twice in a row. Yeah, I didn't have evade on my set, so I just had to take the chip damage every single time. That was really shitty. What a pain in the ass. Okay. Do restore my default resolution here. He says, Nursilla always starts with a launch target at a hunter when it spawns. That's good. I think I tried to set a trap on the Nursilla and it just was not working. So maybe it can't be trapped. Where he says there's a super cool Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play series edited into videos. It's from Ratha Gaming. He tries to solo the entire game. Pretty long videos, but they take almost a full year to make. Oh my god, that's way too much work. Salty says he tried mashed sweet potatoes. It's not bad, but the light sweetness of the potato was throwing him LOL. Yeah, I gotta be honest, I don't think I like sweet potatoes. Yeah, I'm just not really a fan of it. Like, here in the South, like, the only time you ever really encounter them is in sweet potato pies, and I don't like those either. Yes, like, once in a blue moon, my parents will just make steamed yams, and we'll, like, dip them in sugar and something. That's kind of fun to eat, but I don't know, I just don't really like sweet potatoes. Yeah, I like taro, but, like, apparently it causes my blood sugar to spike, so I'm just not allowed to eat taro anymore. God. Okay, so we're gonna draw Steve. Yeah, it'd be pretty funny if I did a serious one of these. It was chicken, golden chicken with scales and stuff. That'd be fun. Okay. Gotta give him some, like, a big ol' talent. And this is how he hurts all of my randos. Ray says, in that game, fights like Behemoth or Omega that are multiplayer coded are the norm, and soloing is rough. Yeah, I mean, like, I've never even heard of anyone trying to solo Final Fantasy XIV, because it's an MMO. You're supposed to multiplayer it, right? Heavy says, Narcella's immune to traps. Amazing. Ray says, one of his wishes is to two-man the game with his wife. After all, if someone could solo all the fights, a duo is a much more achievable thing. Yeah, that could be a really fun thing to try. They had two-man all of Frontier Z, so it's within our parameters. Yeah, and you were telling me how hard those games were. Salty, are you making any progress on replacing your controllers or your headset? Also, can you, like, I didn't see the stream where your headset broke, but does your laptop not have speakers or something? Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about that. Yeah, on the Discord, we were streaming the Zone of the Enders anime, and that's been really fun. Like, I forgot how much I like that show. Oh, I can't type today. That's good. Oh, spoilers. But yeah, the show's been fantastic, like, so far. It's, obviously, I've already explained, like, it's not gonna change your life. It's pretty low budget, but, I really like it, like, so far. We watched the first 5 episodes. It starts off pretty strong. Yeah, so the main character is James. He's actually the husband of Rachel Lynx? Was it Rachel? Yeah, so she was the one that developed the Idolo, like from the Idolo movie. This guy. Yeah, so Rachel Lynx developed the Idolo. Yeah, so in the TV series, it takes place between the 2 games. Yeah, so it follows... Yeah, so it follows James as... Yeah, so he gets noticed that Rachel dies. So he's like, yeah, I'm not sure I believe that. So he's gonna go look for her. But, you know, before she left to work for the military, they actually divorced. And so he's got these 2 kids that really, really resent him for you know, letting, like, his wife leave and abandoning the family. So yeah, he goes back to Earth to get his kids, and he tries to get them, like, hey, come with me to come look for your mother. And they fucking hate his guts. So yeah, the show has a really interesting like dynamic of James trying to just put his family back together, and he's just like this hopeless meathead. You know, like he's like retired military, and he is not very bright, like, but he, you know, he's got a lot of life experience, and he tries really hard, he really cares. But yeah, he's not really good at this. Yeah, his kids, like, Jesus Christ, they give him such a hard time. But yeah, he's got this thing going on where he's trying to read all these parenting books, and every time some shit's going on, he like cracks open a book to see like what nuggets of wisdom will work on his kids, and it just doesn't fucking work. It's very funny. Yeah, the title suit is the Dolores here. Yeah, you'll figure out her actual name like later on, but yeah, she's like an orbital frame that's like completely sentient. Like, it can move and fly on its own and fight on its own just with its own AI. So that's a first. Yeah, we haven't seen that. Well, I guess technically the Nephthys from ZOE 2 has kind of got the same shit going on. But yeah, Dolly's one of those. But yeah, she does have a cockpit. You can fly her, like, also. But yeah, she's really cute. Like, I think the design's good. I guess I just don't like the leg design, like, on her. But yeah, I really like the character of Dolly. Yeah, she's got like this really innocent, like, little girl personality. She's very funny. I really like her. But yeah, the show's been really nice so far. Yeah, I can't wait to finish it. But yeah, I do not think we'll be able to finish it before I leave for Japan. So yeah, we're gonna have to put it on a 3-week hiatus or something. So that might be a big pain in the ass. Ugh, okay. What's our next prompt here? Ooh, the Daimyo Hermitor. I really like that thing. Ugh. Why is all the stories art so low res? Like, that's fucking terrible. God damn. Oh, that's a regular Hermitor. That's not a Daimyo at all. Does it always have its claws up? Good fucking god. Resolution's terrible. Jesus fucking Christ. Alright, let's never do Google Lens ever again on stream. It's just fucking failing on me. Okay, Salty ran off. He's got to work 15 hours tomorrow. Yeah, Salty, you have a good day. Thanks for dropping by. Ray says, funny enough, a lot of this 90s era games and media liked middle-aged protagonists. Yeah, I noticed that really went away. Yeah, I haven't seen that stuff in a long, long time. Even that Final Fantasy interview mentioned Seven's original idea was a man named Joe, and Cloud was supposed to be a character that he follows. You weren't supposed to play as him. Interesting. They changed the setting to make it more appealing to younger audiences. Yeah, I feel like we need more older characters to kind of, like, this maybe make better role models, like, for younger kids, because, like, it's like, you know, nowadays where all the characters in media are so young, and you get to a point where you're older than them, you're like, the fuck do I do now? You know? Like, I have no idea. Like, so yeah, maybe we needed more of that. If anything, it shows how Square Creative Minds wanted to mature the series, but the people wanting to do, make the shots go to a younger audience for more sales. The anime reminds him of that, Fact GF? Ray says, he loves how the weakness is the first search because people clues where they poked a giant crab. Yeah. Sodi Tab is here. He says hello. Like, yeah, hello, Sodi, welcome. How are you today? Don says, before he goes back to the shadows again, have a good day tomorrow, Salty. I guess Satan's is just lurking today. Ray says, funny enough, this explains why a lot of why Cloud was designed to be such a flawed character, since he was initially designed to be helped out of his insanity. Yeah, a lot of that. Yeah, Salty's explained a few of these things to me before. Like I saw some fan art before that was shipping Aerith and Sephiroth together, and when I saw them on the page together, I was like, "What the fuck?" They look like they would make a really good couple, like just visually. And like Salty said, like, yeah, because they were originally going to be lovers, like in the original like conception. And I know the idea of it's really gross now, but you know, because of all the horrible shit that was going on. But just aesthetically, it makes a lot of sense. Like, I gotta be honest, I don't feel like Aerith and Cloud have very much chemistry. Like, I don't even think Tifa and Cloud have much chemistry either. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think I like Seven. Yeah, I think Cloud is an awful human being. Like, yeah, Cloud just sucks. I don't like him very much. He looks cool. I like the Buster Sword, but yeah, I really dislike him. And I don't really like the other characters much, like, either. So, yeah, Seven's just never really been my cup of tea. Yeah, I know I'm pissing off a lot of you, but yeah, sometimes you just, you know, you try something and it's popular and you just kind of don't feel the same way. So yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sure you guys just like a ton of shit that a ton of stuff that I like too. So yeah, that's fine. Reyes says, in the original game, Sephiroth was supposed to be the Avalanche leader from an eco-planet freeing freedom fighter terrorist leader to a god-complex religious fanatic. Based on the concept art, and Aerith was his lover and killed to show his betrayal. Satan says, Cloud is supposed to be a try-hard loser, so it's kind of the point. He doesn't really look good with Tifa and Aerith. Yeah, that's one of the main reasons why I didn't like Cloud because he's not a good person and he's not a heroic character. Like, he's just this faker who's trying to do all this shit to look cool. Honestly, he's a really big piece of shit. And I know he kind of becomes the hero in the end, but I don't think that's enough to redeem him in all of his horrible personality. So, yeah, that's just me. So Tonta says he's not sure how he became a quote-unquote Chad in the greater Zeitgeist. Is that how he said that word? I don't fucking know. Zeitgeist? I mean, even the remake, he's kind of a dick. Yeah, like, that's just consistently his character. He's a selfish dick. And he's fucking fake. Like, I think he just becomes a quote-unquote Chad because he looks cool. He visually is really interesting. And yeah, he's like, just in his story, he just has all these manic pixie dream girls he can be shipped with. So I think that's like the only reason. I really want to use this Monster Hunter Stories art, but it's all fucking low res horseshit. Okay, I want to do this. Yeah, I like crab. Yeah, crabs are fun. I would have liked to have some hermit crabs as pets, but I'm kind of bad at keeping things alive, chat. So, yeah, no hermit crabs for me. Yeah, also they pinch. Yeah, that's not cool. Oh, yeah, I guess I should save this one. What was the regular prompt again? The next one is Crown. Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, the regular Inktober stuff sucks this year. So Thomas says, I guess the people who didn't play the game outnumber the people who did. Yeah. Ray says, if you want even more mind-blowing stuff about how ambitious 7 was originally planned to be, Zack was meant to be Cloud's father. They were split into 2 generations. Joe would be a companion of his 2 generations. Huh. Yeah, So you're mostly telling the story from a mature, supporting, mentoring character. That would have been nice. That would have been like if Kratos, like from Tales of Symphonia, would have been the main character. Oh, alright. Oh, crab. I don't have the right tab up because I'm so smart. Okay. Damn it, they didn't notice how big his antennas are. I'll have to start from down here. Got these eye stalk things going on. Okay, Daimyo Hermitory has these big old fucking fangs. I never noticed that before. Like, what the fuck? That doesn't make any sense for a crab. Crabs shouldn't have fangs. Rhea further explains, for 7, the game is split in 3 arcs, where you first play the first generation, Zack and his actions, then replay the same section following Cloud, consequence of all your actions, the previous part of the game, changing the outcomes when you follow Cloud. Every arc goes back to the past, so it's told like that. The original idea is what helped the composition of the remakes. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I don't really know how those remakes are going. Weirdly enough, the crabs in this universe only have they have 4 legs and 2 arms. So, yeah, not exactly a decapod. Odd geometry going on here. Kind of got shoulder pauldrons, isn't that weird? And they've got these big old hands. Yeah, I've always really liked the Hermitors. Well, obviously I'm a Lance main, so I used a ton of their armors. They got all that guard on there, but yeah, eventually you just gotta drop it so you can do more DPS. Drop something. Oh, interesting. His legs have a lot more segments than I thought. I start down here. Sideways, up. They come back down. They go up to the side. This is a huge pain in the ass. Jesus. And then they do that. Here. This is complicated as fuck. Alright, chat. While I'm working on this Hermitor, I want you guys to give some suggestions onto which skull he should be wearing. Yeah, any monster from Monster Hunter, you could put it on there. Yeah, just throw it in the chat which skull he should be wearing as a hat. Yeah, maybe we could do a handler hat. Maybe like a Devil Joe hat or something. So Rhea continues this explanation. All the party members get impacted indirectly, and the character you have the most agency would be Joe, who plays 20-year-old Joe and 40-year-old Joe from time to time. Okay, that sounds pretty interesting. Some of this idea is leaked into 8, the Laguna sections. Natana says he still thinks Final Fantasy IX has a better story and characters. That's... I have a lot of really old friends that would say the same thing. Yeah, the only Final Fantasies I've played are 7. I got right up to the end and then didn't finish it. And then I played Final Fantasy X all the way through. Man, Final Fantasy X is fucking weird. Like, all the characters are a bunch of douchebags. Yeah. Ray says the party would be Joe, Sephiroth, Zack, Vincent in the first gen. Second would be Cloud, Aerith, Barrett, and Joe. Tifa joins after Aerith dies. He's a good replacement. Tom says he'll die on this hill, but he thinks the furry people made it less popular. Yeah, I tend not to enjoy stuff with furries in it. Yeah, that's God, what was that? Yeah, it was Zenless. Yeah, Zenless has furries. I'm like, I kind of wanted to try Zenless just because the animation quality looks so cool, but yeah, it's got furries in it. So, like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't do that. So Tanta suggests the skull should be B2 Bomber. Reyes says stick to Monoblus. Rek is suggesting Sideus. Ooh, that could be cool. Heavy says give it a Kirin skull. Have it shoot out lightning. That would be interesting. Yeah, a Hermitor that could use thunder. That would be really neat. Satanta says 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Almost all of them. Damn. That's a lot of furries, man. 7 has furries? I don't fucking remember any. Maybe Vincent counts because he turns into a werewolf. Reyes says the quote-unquote furries in Zenless are mostly from the age of Akira Toriyama animal people. However, their designs are kind of an offset of Japanese art called kimono, which is a deviation of American furry art. I don't know, man. Like, yeah, I've seen those furry characters. They're obviously baiting the furry gooners. So yeah, that's a big no for me, dog. So they like that style, but in their core, they're more like Dragon Ball animal people. Yeah, I don't know if like the animal people characters even make all that much sense in Dragon Ball. Yeah, maybe we'll do a few variations of this Hermitor chat. Like, I really want to do that Sideus, and yeah, that Kirin skull might be a cool idea. How do I draw a Kirin skull? Let's do the Kirin skull first. We'll make 2 variations. Okay. Okay, Kirin. That's funny, when you search Kirin, you get all kinds of Kirins, not just the Monster Hunter Kirin. Good shot of its skull. You know what? Its face is not very horse-like at all. I guess it wouldn't have the ears when it's a skull. Okay, so the... Man, I did a really shitty job with that. Okay, and the Kirin has like blue thunder, right? Yeah, this is pretty cool. I like this. Why can't I really get anything anymore? My R's always come out weird. This is a really cool idea. They should literally do this. Alright, let's do our variation. Yes. Oh shit, here's a Dedeus and an Abyssal Laggy eating each other. Not in a good way. You know what? Or higher res of this? Yeah. Who's this little twat? Oh yeah, was this Caesar? Yeah, he's posting the speedrun rankings for Savage Omega, and Lance is dead last. Like, we barely got sub 30 on that speedrun. And other weapons are getting like sub 14. Like literally twice as fast. Like, Lance is cooked, dog. Like, we are fucked. God damn. Oh, but Lance has the best defense. Like, no, we fucking don't. Don't you see me getting fucking chipped to death? Like, in this hunt, it's not working properly. Like, yeah, like, that does not warrant, like, just being able to block does not warrant, like, my DPS being so fucking low compared to everybody else. That's just goofy, man. Huh. I forget, does the regular Sedaeus have symmetrical horns? Or were they asymmetric? Yeah, I think this horn is the little one. Does Goldbeard have the symmetrical horns? I can't remember anymore. Yeah, my memory's getting so bad, chat. Satanto says in Final Fantasy the furries also show up on all the side games like Tactics and Crystal Chronicles. Yeah, there were even a few furries in what was that? Fucking god. Yeah, a few of the Fire Emblems. The main one I played was Path of Radiance on the GameCube. I love that game. Oh my god. But yeah, their furries were they furries technically? They were more like anthropomorphized, rather. Yeah, they were people, but they could turn into animals. So yeah, they weren't like kind of the halfway between point. Yeah, they're almost furries, but not really. Yeah, Satan says he's not played any of the Fire Emblem games. I would highly recommend Path of Radiance. That one's pretty fucking good. They made a sequel that I never got to play. Satan says he saw that level up system and said, "Fuck no." Yeah, it's pretty tough leveling up people where you have limited turns and stuff. Yeah, that was kind of a pain in the dick. Also, if you lose a character, they like die forever. So yeah, make sure you save. Eventually, like 15 years later, the Fire Emblem devs figured out like, oh, people hate it when their characters die, so they just made a respawn mechanic. So yeah, that did away with that. Thomas says he has somewhat similar taste to Zero, so he'll probably like it. Yeah, I really enjoyed Path of Radiance. Like, yeah, the gameplay was decent. I really liked the characters. Like, they're all like really level-headed, sensible people. I really respect them. Generally, no one's a huge dick. So yeah, it's pretty square, like all around. So yeah, pretty reliable. Yeah, I really like Ike until he made it into Smash. Then he became fucking pure cancer. God, my brother was an Ike main in Smash. He God, Ike is so busted in Smash. Jesus Christ. Oh God, I'm scrambling my brains, dude. Okay, okay, we're trying to draw a Cedes. Yeah, the problem with these skulls is they don't look as cool from behind. Okay, a skull. Guess it's just a really big crab. Alright, so we're looking at it from... Okay, so the longhorn would be on this side. I'm gonna erase this later. Rhea, what's your opinion on Gog Mazios? I really like Gog Mazios. He's like my favorite large Elder Dragon hunt. Yeah, Gog Mazios is fucking fantastic. I cannot wait for him to be added to the game. Yeah, that's kind of why I'm okay with Savage being such a piece of dog shit. I can just wait him out until Gog Mazios comes around. Yeah, in my opinion, Gog Mazios is the only large monster hunt that is decent. Yeah, like Lao Shan Lung sucks. Shen Gao Ren's okay. Like I like Giant Crab. He's cool. Yeah, most of the large monster hunts just fucking suck. Yeah, Cedes is good. Like he's got all the ambiance and stuff, but in my opinion, Gog Mazios is the most fun. Like the Gog Mazios did the most balance between a hunt and a siege. Like they managed to get that balance right and make it really fun. Yeah, he's fantastic. I really hope they don't fuck it up, but you know they might fuck it up because yeah, it's modern day Capcom. So okay, all right, let me fix this claw. Yeah, having... Oh, wow, that's really nice, Gopal. That's your Vespoid? Yeah. Or wait, no, this is a Vigor Wasp. Yeah, because he's got the Vigor bubble. Give you a bee. Insect competition. Yeah, I would really like to have these variants of Daimyo Hermitor. That would be really fucking fun. Shit, back up. I gotta be honest, chat, I could really use a bathroom break right now. Fuck me. Yeah, I've been off my diet, and so like my blood sugar has been really high, so I have to pee all the damn time. It's a big pain. Okay, save this file. Okay, what else we got? Jesus Christ, look at this drawing, chat. Yeah, everyone's warning me, like, be careful looking at Banabra armor art. You know, yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah, well, like, part of my archiving all the Rule 34 stuff is, like, I came across some Monster Hunter stuff that was incredibly fucked up. Like, holy shit. Yeah, you guys are disgusting. Yeah, this one's cute though. Okay. You. God, I really want to work on this Epion. Okay, there's Abra. I gotta save that one later. Yeah, I still don't have a Pinterest account. Maybe I should do that. Prompt. Ooh, a W. What the fuck? Bro, fuck you. That is fucked up. That's terrible. Oh my god. Why would you do that? Ugh. That's awful. Ugh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's... Yeah, no. Please don't do that. God, I remember trying to speed run Devil Joe in Base World. That was a... Jesus Christ. Yeah, that sucked. Yeah, I've actually drawn a Devil Joe before. Have you guys seen that drawing? Maybe I'll look for it. Where'd it go? Oh shit. In here. Yeah, here it is. Oh, there's my email. If you guys want to send me an email. Yeah, I did this Devil Joe drawing because I used to listen to Shepard's Monster Hunter podcast. What did he call it again? I can't remember. Yeah, I stopped watching after all the guys retired, but yeah, this drawing was based off of their conversations. Like, they're always talking about how, yeah, Devil Joe's got these short T-Rex arms, so he'll never be able to play the trumpet. but yeah, like, with the Yamasukami's help, he could play the trumpet. So yeah, I remember I drew this back when I was in college, and I sent it to them, and they actually featured this piece of artwork in one of their live streams. So that was cool. So yeah, that's why, like, I've actually drawn a Devil Joe before. Actually, I've drawn more than one Devil Joe. I did this one too. Yeah, this drawing. This drawing is so fucked up. You guys know these memes, right? Like the whole, like, goofy time, like, domestic violence meme. Yeah, the high rank time. Reyes says he loves Gogmazios, but he'll do all at once when they announce the expansion. He has complete games to play first. Yeah, I'm kind of getting tired of them releasing unfinished games and then just drip feeding us bullshit. It's like, no, I don't think I like this anymore. Ray says, thankfully the Omega armor set's not meta like the Draken from Base World. Yeah, I got really tired of everyone using Draken in World. That was really lame. Yeah, that was because it had Master's Touch and a bunch of affinity, like, on it, so... And Vigor Wasps are fluffy while Vespoids are scaly. Yeah, they're pretty fluffy. Ray says, I went from every wildlife wants to murder your ass or annoy you by mugging you while trying to fight to death, or to fluffy, cute critters that will cripple the monster while you club it to oblivion. Yeah, like, I think that started to change. Well, it started a little bit in World, but then in Rise it became really apparent. Like, almost all the wildlife was just video game items that could just do whatever bullshit. Like, that, yeah, it just made everything feel really fake. Gopal says he also likes the Blossom armor set. I don't know what that one looks like. Alright, you. not trying to trap me here. Isn't this just the Banabra armor, though? Yeah, this is just the Banabra armor, but pink. Okay, we literally just learned how to spell this. I think it's right. Oh. Banabra. Yeah, it's literally the same armor, but pink. Dude, the Rise version, it just... everything just looks so plastic in that game. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's literally the same thing. Just the hat's different. God, look at this shit. It's so cute. That's such... ugh. Where is this artist? Like, this is their concept artist, right? Yeah, someone find that person. Give them more money. Okay, sorry. Devil Joe. Do we really need to draw another Devil Joe? I've already done like 2 of them. Oh, fuck me. This is like the Attack on Titan crossover, right? Like, holy crap. Jesus. Yeah, wouldn't you get like really like dehydrated if you got no skin? Oh, Hawk's here. It says nice crab zero. Yeah, I love crabs. Ray says, you like how this must be the Mega Godzilla-sized Devil Joe given the size of Yama? It could be. Or it could be just a really, really small Yama. Like, I don't know. Have you ever seen a baby Yamasukami before? God, I would have loved if Yamasukami was in Sunbreak. Yeah, with all the wire bug mechanics and stuff, that would have been cool. Unfortunately, they don't have any good ideas like for that game. That trumpet must be so huge it'll blow up the Dendorma if it doo-dooed on it, yeah. It was the Generations concept artist. Last time it made art for Rise and World, then vanished. Yeah, I think that's right. Let me minimize the Discord before we get in trouble. Opal says the Blossom and the Banabra armor used to be the Gunner and Blade Master set, was it? I don't think so. Like, back when we still had division between Gunner and Blade Master, you would have Banabra for both? And the Blossom armor set used to be something different, I think. Or, I feel like they just took it and renamed it and recolored it, like, to make Blossom. I think the reason they did that is they just didn't want to admit that Banabras are real. Some weird shit like that. Reyes says, by lore there's only one Yamasukami, so that's why he can't assume it's a baby. Oh, really? There's only one? Yeah, I don't know about that, man, because the whole thing about... I mean, you're probably right, you know the lore much better than me, but the whole thing about Monster Hunter is there's supposed to be, like, animals, like, in the environment. And there's never just, like, one animal. You know, that's not how nature works. I mean, like, if it's, like, the last of its kind, sure, but that's just really unusual. Reyes says the Blossom armor set was different in 4, and the only difference between the armors is that Blade had a hat and the headband for a gunner. Well, Elder Dragons are always abnormalities. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of why I don't really care about Monster Hunter lore all that much, is because it's just so fucky-wucky and they break their own rules all the time, so... And if they're gonna act like that, I'm not gonna bother respecting it. Yeah, so to me, I always treat monsters as animals, like even if they're Elder Dragons. Hawk says, was he the artist that drew the concept art for the Kamra female hunter that was all over the internet? Yeah, I think I know the one you're talking about. I'm gonna get in a lot of trouble looking this up. Where'd it go? Oh, it's not this one. Yeah, it's got this this pose. Yeah, this drawing would. Yeah, she's not even really showing all that much skin, but just something about the pose is just, it's just fucking killing me, dude. Like, yeah, this is very powerful. But yeah, I can kind of tell it's his art because their proportions are the same. Yeah, it's the proportions are actually very, very close to how they are in the game, because normally a lot of artists and concept artists, they really like characters with really long legs, because, you know, the proportions are prettier. But yeah, this guy, he kept the leg shorter to be kind of on model, like with the game. I wonder, I need to look up, like, A, who this is, and B, what other art he's done. I'd be pretty interested to see what else he's done. Okay. You know what, chat? I've drawn so many Double Joes, I don't think I feel like drawing one right now. Also, I can draw. Okay. Elder Frost Gameth. Oh, this could be interesting. I gotta be honest, I don't know if I've ever fought one before. Yeah, she's in Double X, right? I don't know if I ever ran into her, because, yeah, she's a deviant, so you need all these fucking tickets to get at her, so... Yeah, fuck that. The deviant system's a big pain in the ass. Yo, there's an Orochi Kirin in yeah, stories? Yeah, I haven't seen one of these since Monster Hunter 4. Yeah, this one was a big pain in the dick. Yeah, I think I was trying to use Greatsword on it. Yeah, that was awful. Chat, explain to me how an Elder Frost is different from a regular Gameth. Because honestly, I don't think they don't even look different. Is this a regular Gameth? It's like the same thing, but it has ice on its trunk. What? No, this one has ice on its trunk also. Ray says, yeah, Orochi Kirin is a secret monster in Stories 1. Okay. Ray says there's a white Monobolus. Ray says Elder Frost is covered in ice, that's it. Amazing. Okay, I guess I'll just draw a regular Gameth or something. I don't fucking know. Yeah, I really wanted to enjoy the Gameth hunt, but because she's so tall, all of her tails look exactly the same. They're hard to tell apart because it's always just her stamping her foot or rearing up on her hind legs. That's literally all her tails. But all of her moves are different. And they need different responses. So yeah, lancing her is a big pain in the dick because the tails are bad. Okay, we draw Gameth. Yeah, if you really want to have fun hunting a Gameth, use aerial dual blades. Yeah, just it's like you take an elephant and you throw it into a blender. Yeah, I fucking destroyed her. Like she didn't even get to leave the first room. Like, yeah, she got destroyed by those aerial dual blades. Goldhouse says there's a split on the forehead. Oh, okay. Ray says Gameth is just a fat thing that takes hits for a long time. Yeah, kind of like the Zamtrios. Yeah, it's just a big old like punching bag. I kind of like punching bag monsters. That's kind of why I like hunting Stinky Pete, the Val Hazak from World and Iceborne. Yeah, he was really fun. I really liked it. Yeah, his music was awesome too. Like it's just like his animation and his sound design was just so enjoyable. Yeah, I really want that monster back. Yeah, it's a good choice for Capcom because he's basically a Zombo, like for, you know, all the Resident Evil experience. Hawk says, I don't know, the whole deviant concept feels silly to him, but then again, every justification for a super monster feels silly to him. Yeah, like, I don't mind, like, deviant monsters, just like a different variation of a hunt for whatever. I don't mind that. The thing I was criticizing was the deviant ticket system, where, like, every deviant has, like, 10 levels, and you have to unlock tickets. And just at every level. Like, that was a pain in the ass. It just felt, like, unusually grindy. Like, even for Monster Hunter. Like, that was such a pain in the ass. And you couldn't even post a hunt without tickets or something. It was weird. It was hard to do. It was even harder in multiplayer because, like, you had limited resources, and then people would fail hunts and shit, and just, god damn, like, what a pain. Alright, so we're gonna draw a gimmick. We're gonna do this. Ah, fuck. Yeah, her design's a little bit busy. Okay, so her little fan thing's kind of like four sections. Kind of interesting. They look like teeth, like almost. Down. I don't know, chat. I'm really enjoying this so far. Okay, she's got this big old hump. This looks so funny. Yeah, she's actually got surprisingly long legs. Oh god, this shit is so retarded. Yeah, that's the point. I'm trying to make it look as retarded as I can. Honestly, its shape is a little more boar-like than elephant-like right now. Got this teeny tiny, like, set of hind legs. Well, she's actually got this big old fluffy tail. Like, that's kind of unusual. Okay, that's who's always conflicted how to do this. Maybe we'll foreshorten it a little bit. No, that wouldn't make it. Okay, so for Elder Frost, she needs a little bit of frost on her knees. There. Okay, she's got some eye patterns on her fur. Odd design. Huh. Cut out a little bit. Alright, I don't know, man. I think that does it. We'll put a little bit more frost on her trunk. Ray says, oh boy, I think I'm really behind on the chat here. He honestly, he thinks fighting Zenith monsters, he likes fighting Zenith 10 times more than Hyper monsters, because Hyper's just worse AT. Yeah, you only hit him in a specific spot. If you're curious about Zenith fights, Hawk, he'll drop a video about them in Monster Hunter discussion. It feels like the players don't care much about Frontier get injected in the game as long as they have stuff to do. Maybe he's wrong. Rhea says a lot of people complain about Zenith, especially the most hated Omega. They are monsters designed to have special armor sets solely for those fights. Ugh, that's too grindy. Specific armor sets for each one of them. They need like 15 mantles and shit each. Really grindy. Ugh. Yeah. I feel like they should really go back to the upgrade system from Monster Hunter Generations and Gen Ultimate. Because, you know, sometimes it would require a specific item, but it was like point-based. So, like, yeah, I never got a mantle, but I do have these 50 scales I can trade for the same amount of points. So yeah, that system was great. And you basically ended up where... Yeah, basically, just all the weapon variations, like all the thunder weapons, are only like just mildly different from each other. So it didn't really matter like which one you did. So yeah, it was all just whatever was available first, or whichever you like the design best. Like just minor differences in them. Yeah, so I really preferred that system. Okay, let's find this guy. Oh my god, I can't write today. Okay, there we go. The Elder Frost. of all the drawings I did today. Yeah, this turn A is pretty fucking good. But yeah, I really like this game. It's pretty nice. Yeah, it turned out pretty funny. Oh, okay. What else was Rhea saying here? On the plus side, Zenith was one tier fight that Lance felt godlike since you could ignore most of the mechanics that all the other weapons wasted time on. It was second gen after all, so the anti-Lance conspiracy agenda wasn't like happening yet. Hawk asked, doesn't Lance in Frontier have an overpowered damage reflect move? Rhea says, it has the Guard God armor skill. Block in all directions, maxed guard up, and you can't break as long as you have stamina, which Mega Dash Juice is the thing. You're basically immortal if you press button. It's like, okay. Yeah, we should go back to that. Alright, let's save Gameth. Okay. There we go. Alright, chat. I know we skipped a few. Okay. Alright, chat. I think... Yeah, I know it doesn't feel like we've been on for very long, but I think I might have to stop now. Yeah, it's almost 3 hours. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid streaming for very, very long times. Yeah, my bladder is suffering pretty badly right now. And I actually have a meeting with my boss tomorrow morning, so yeah, I gotta make sure I get up earlier and I'm prepared for that. So yeah, I think we might have to call it here. Let me think about what our plan is. Okay, so here's the rest of the Inktober prompts. Yeah, we can't really do 5 a week. We're definitely not going to get through that many. Oh. Yeah, maybe we do art streams on Thursdays. And then I need to figure out what I'm going to be doing on Mondays. Because I don't know yet. I'm kind of like in between games right now. Yeah, Monster Hunter, I mean... God, there was like an October schedule, but I forgot what was going on there. Yeah, they were going to do another festival, and they also have like Arch-Tempered Octopus, right? Yeah, I can't remember what days those were going to be. Yeah, so we'll definitely keep going with Inktober's on Thursdays. Maybe we'll do Monster Hunters on Monday, depending on when updates are available. And then, yeah, we got to continue doing Zone of the Enders Dolores on Tuesdays. Yeah, and then, yeah, I gotta take off to Japan, like, at the end of the month. So yeah, I gotta get a bunch of GBO2 videos, like, just ready, just to have those posted, like, on a schedule while I'm out. Yeah, so yeah, I got a lot of work going. Yeah, I need to try to finish this Epion before I leave, because I want it done just in case my plane crashes. That'd be really lame. This looks so cool. It really deserves to be finished, doesn't it, chat? Okay. Alright, chat. I had a lot of fun today. Like, I'm really glad we got to talk. I know we didn't really make a lot of art progress, but yeah, these streams are just mostly for me to just yammer on and hang out with you guys. But yeah, I had a lot of fun today. Okay, alright, chat. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut you loose. So yeah, thank you so much for being here. I had fun chatting. I'm sorry about the connection issues again, but yeah, they seem to go away, like, after a while. Yeah, Daniel's already run off, but yeah, Daniel, thank you for the gift memberships again. So yeah, like, you guys with the memberships, yeah, you can use emojis during streams, all that type of shit. But yeah, thank you, Daniel, for your support. Alright, guys, you guys go get some rest. I'm gonna go relieve my bladder and try to sleep. I've been sleeping very poorly lately, but yeah, I gotta get back on my diet and exercise schedule to take care of my health. So yeah, I'll be doing that this weekend. Maybe I'll order a pizza first, and then after that, yeah, I'll be donezo. But alright, guys, you guys go get some rest. I'll see you later, and yeah, later. You take care. Goodbye.